it's just the potential spread of it. Like, it goes from me to someone else who may be healthy just like me, who might not know they have it. They pass it to like three other people who may also be healthy around my age, not know they have it. But then those three people pass it to three other people, and somewhere within this web, you start infecting older people or people with immune compromised like
Compromised immune
situations.
system.
Yeah, and all of a sudden those people can't handle it, but they don't know they like along with them who may potentially die from this, they don't know they have it until like a few weeks later. So in the meantime, they're going to pass it to three other people, and it's that exponential spread that's really troublesome with the
Yeah.
virus. It's not like I was just reading. This is the reason why I'm going on like a bit of a rant, because I just read in someone's tweet, Tom Hanks, can you be like a uh an advocate of like how like this is being like blown way out of proportion, and like I think that person like they don't understand that it's not the fact that people can live through this. Like, we can, I think many people will. It's the people that can't, and that's who we should be concerned about. And the fact that it's so easily spread without people knowing, especially in such a densely populated city such as New York, and the way people travel, within packed buses and trains. Um, and the way we like interact in terms of like working, like especially like where I work, I'm interacting face to face with people every single day, and not just one or two people, but upwards to 20, 30, however many people. I don't work with retail, which that's another thing. Retail workers have a lot to worry about because you have a ton of people going through the door, and then with retail you gotta sell, 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 and you have to interact with everyone that walks through that door, at least into your department that you work for. And and that's the thing. It's just a rate of like it's the rate of spread, and not infecting the people that can live, or like not the number, but rather the number of people who can die, who are susceptible to like these kinds of illnesses, and or rather vulnerable, very vulnerable to these illnesses. Those are the people that we need to care about. And
Yeah.
yeah, my bad. Rant over. I am done. There you go.
Okay, that's some knowledge. That's a lot of knowledge dropped on, but yeah, you point out some stuff that
It's just I don't know. It's logic. I think. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah. Well, anyways, here's the third piece of news. One that has nothing to do with the coronavirus. Is I found this news article about an elderly grandparents and actually setting up a statue at a bus stop for their grandchildren over in Japan. The statue is of Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro. So that's the best news I can find right now.
I've actually never seen My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah, I've seen like I've seen like the bits and pieces of it. It's all I know about is that it is the most one of the most popular anime movies by Studio Ghibli or Ghibli whatever, and yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it, like when that girl and Totoro were like standing in the rain, holding an umbrella, and that cat bus thing. But thinking about it, I thought it was actually kind of cool for a bunch of grandparents to do this for their children. Hmm. And yeah, there's a lot. It's actually, and hopefully, yeah, that's about as I can find. I'll try not to slack off and find some other news. Not many new. I don't want to look up news about the coronavirus. I just want to look up any other news. Also, we're not we're talking about stuff we don't need to cover. We're not going to cover the DNC or Donald Trump at all. Well, because if this video really does pick up, then and we're not. I don't want to sit through a bunch of comments saying talking about politics and stuff. I know you don't always talk about it, but yeah. Anyways, we're 31 minutes in. Let's get to that last segment. Which is something I always wanted to do for this podcast. It's called Animaniacs. Next, let me fill in the people what Animaniacs is. It's we basically talk about like episodes or story arcs or entire anime series, all about anime. Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the subject of the first part of the segment, and that is My Hero Academia. Uh, I actually been watching this way before Robert did, so
When did you watch it?
on Hulu. Hmm.
You watched it on Hulu?
Yeah,
But like I said, when, not where.
when a couple of years ago, actually.
Oh, really a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but I was mostly like watching the dub, and do not say anything. Not you, just the audience. Do not say anything about someone liking the dub.
I think I listened to the dub. Actually excuse me for yawning. As someone that generally likes watching their anime with the Japanese voice acting with the English subtitles. I thought the dub was fine. Like I even watched the movie that just released. I forget what it was called. Not two. I don't think it was called Two Heroes. Was it called Two Heroes?
I think so. Hold up.
Whichever one came out. I think there's like Heroes Rising and Two Heroes. I don't know why they picked such similar sounding names. No, it's Heroes Rising.
Okay.
Yeah. So that movie, I listened to the dub. I thought it was like a pretty dope. I think some animes get it right with dub. Samurai
Yeah.
Champloo, I can't watch that sub. I watched the dub. I was like, this is like a million times better. I think if a dub is like really good, I would prefer that over a sub because I don't have to read and then like instead of like reading and then interpreting what's being said in my head. For instance, like a good joke, for instance.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear that in English so I can hear it like immediately instead of like reading it and
Yeah.
then like producing like the joke in my head. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just I'd rather watch a dub.
Right.
But my bad. I know we're going on a tangent, but like yeah, there's nothing wrong with watching the dub. I think especially with this anime, I think this dub is pretty good besides
Yeah.
Deku's voice actor.
Anyways, let's just talk about the anime. Actually, we are. It's just that we are we're we're just talking about the dub the entire time. But
Yeah,
anyways,
go
let's
ahead.
talk about the anime. You know, anyways, we're talking about the first arc of the series where Izuku ends up starting from high school, first episodes by the way, and up to the point where he ends up becoming a member of UA as a student, and it's a lot of good moments in this one. I actually really like the seeing this series for the first time. Uh, we know more about the characters. We knew Izuku always always mutters to himself. He has a strong resolve and generally wants to help people. Well, despite not having any sort of powers to begin with. Uh, any thoughts?
Um, I thought it was a good like that first that first season I think was just really good because there was like yeah, like it was just like a lot of character progression. Um of course, like season one, like I feel like they go all out with like kind of like really making like a movie, like a pretty long friggin' movie, and then just chopping it up into like episodes. I mean, like I think it does really well with like establishing like for the most part the main characters. I think a lot of the extra like heroes that are in like the class, they don't really contribute much like besides like comic relief and just having like additional characters to show off like different powers.
Yeah,
But yeah, like seeing this dude like gaining a power from like his idol and trying to make this power like his own, and he doesn't achieve that. I don't even think in the anime currently he doesn't he's I don't think he's anywhere close. I don't know how it works, like the
uh,
power.
I
um
have not watched season 4, by the way.
all right, I won't go again to season 4, but he's like slowly trying to learn how to like control it because like he's breaking his arms and whatnot. Does he break his arms? Yeah, he does in season one. Yeah, that dude's
Yeah,
fighting the robot. He's
yeah, he's
breaking his
fighting a
freaking
robot. He
legs.
broke his
Yeah,
arms, one punch,
yeah,
and
he's breaking everything. So like he doesn't know how to handle it, but like he's doing his best to like try to figure it out. And he's establishing camaraderie between like
him and Uraraka.
Bakugo on the classmates, and then like it all like it comes together towards like the end where like the school gets attacked. They establish like the set of like villain characters and the main antagonist of like the series, and then like you get the big like it's like it's just cool because like there's no dead like episode where like they just talk and not much happens, like even like story wise, like not much really goes on. Like there's no episodes like that. It's just this continued progression. I think every like episode has like a fight in it in this first season, and it all culminates into like again like when the school gets attacked by the main villains, and then like you get what's kind of like this epic fight between like the hero of heroes, All Might, and this
Against
like
this creature called
freaking
Nomu.
Frankenstein project.
Again,
Yeah, the freaking Nomu, and like these big bad things are just like this big bad thing versus like All Might, who's also a big bad thing, and it's just like fighting, and it's like I don't know. I thought the whole first season I think was a spectacular like piece of like animation like history, in my opinion, anyway.
yeah,
So far, I think the rest of the series hasn't really come.
lived up
Well,
to
no,
that.
I'm lying. I think the first half of season 3 was incredibly good. I think it like because I didn't like season 2 that much, but like the first half of season 3 brought me back to that same feeling that I felt when I watched season 1 of My Hero. Um, where it was just this continuous buildup um of just like stuff going on, and I mean like and there's stuff that's on the line, and I think that's the other thing. It's like it's the fact that like with some of the fights that things are on the line, especially like the last fight of season 1, because I think All Might gets pretty like beat up badly, but
Yeah,
persevered.
when I first time watching it, it was actually